Hey guys, welcome back to Get Gorgeous. So this time I'm here with this gorgeous copper brown glitter smoky eye look for all you guys. Yes, it is a very glamorous look. I really love it, and the glitter adds the whole glamour to this look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look as much as I enjoyed filming it for you guys. So yeah, let's just get started. So first I'm going to start off with prepping my skin with this gooey and really amazing primer. This is from NYX. It's their Honey Dew primer. So I'm going to apply that all over my face, massage it very nicely, and I'm just going to dab it. It just has a very little tiny bit of stickiness to it, so that makes sure that your foundation and it's a really good base for your foundation and other products to go on. Then I'm going to use these two shades from NYX Total Control Drop Foundation and get a correct match for my skin. So basically I'm going to take 3/4 of the darker shade and 1/4 of the lighter one and get my correct match. And I'm going to apply that all over my face as foundation, and I'm going to use a sponge to blend that off. So once one thin layer is applied, I'm going to just go back with some more of the foundation, mainly in the center of my face where I feel I need more coverage. So that's what you're seeing. I'm going to just use my sponge again to blend that out. And then moving on to concealing under my eyes and highlighting, I'm going to use a lighter shade of the same foundation. I'm not using a concealer. Yes, I'm using a foundation, the same Total Control Drop Foundation, the lighter shade, and I'm going to highlight and conceal under my eyes, bridge of my nose, around my mouth, little bit on my forehead. And yes, I'm going to use that pack mini blender to blend all of that out and make sure there are no harsh lines. Everything is nicely blended, and if you feel that the two shades are not merging well, I'm going to just go back in with my foundation sponge and make sure that both the light, like the highlighted, and my foundation, like my highlighter and the foundation, are nicely blended. Then moving on to setting the highlighted area, I'm going to use this current favorite of mine. This is the Airspun powder, loose powder. So again, I'm using the same sponge to set under my eyes and mainly all the areas where I highlighted. So around my mouth, this is generally where I get laugh lines. So to avoid that, I do this very light baking, and my forehead and nose. So moving on to eyes, I'm going to use this palette from Rimmel. So I'm just going to get you guys a little bit closer so that you can see it better. Yes, that's much better. So yes, I prepped my eyelid with the same concealer, and then I'm going to just use that shade and set my eyelids. And here I did my brows off camera just to save on time, and then taking that shade, I'm going to highlight the brow bone, and to just give a little more goldish and coppery tone to my highlight, I'm going to add that to my brow bone highlight and also the tear duct area. Then moving on to the eyelids, I'm going to use this eye pencil from Mud, and very randomly and very messily, I'm going to just apply it all over my eyelid, as you would see me doing here. I'm not being anything like, I'm not being very particular with this. I'm just going to apply it all over my eyelid, and then I'm using my fingers to blend the edges. And as in when I feel I need more color, I'm just adding some more color and depth towards the towards the lash line, like very close to my lash line. And then taking that shade, I'm going to just blend the edges. Just so that everything is nice and seamless. One thing with smoky eye you want to always make sure is, like basically any eye look, you want it to be nicely blended. I'm going to take the deeper brown chocolatey tone from the same palette and apply it on my eyelids, just to make the eyelid more darker and deeper towards the lash line. And here I'm just blending the edges, and you of course want to take your time to do that. Then taking the lighter shade, I'm again blending the topmost part, like in between my brow bone highlight and just above my crease. So yes, that is what you want. And then using the same pencil, I'm going to tight line my lower waterline very messily again, as you can see, so that it is easy to smoke it out. And again, taking the darker, deeper shade, I'm going to smudge the lower lash line. and connect it with the upper lash line, as you can see me doing here. It's basically like we are replicating the same thing what we did on our eyes, but in a reverse order. So yes, if that makes sense. So here I'm just dusting off all the excess powder, and then moving on to this gorgeous palette that I ordered from Glitter Ream, I think. Yes. So I love this palette. I've not used it much as of yet. I've just used that one shade as of now, the deep chocolatey shade right there. So it's a pressed glitter palette, and you can possibly, it has all the possible colors you would possibly need ever. So yes, it is very, very, very gorgeous. So I'm going to try that. This is like my first time trying this palette, and so far I like it. The only thing is it's a little difficult to work with a brush along with this palette. Fingers work the best, but then to reach out the inner corners it becomes a little difficult. But then you can always use that Dofer kind of an eyeshadow applicator to apply on those smaller areas. Of course, this is going to reduce all the hassle of the glitter fallouts and all that. So I really like this palette. Then I'm going to use the Plum Goodness Kohl pencil and apply it on my lower waterline and the tight line, the upper waterline. And then just to make the lash line more intense, I'm going to take the matte black eyeshadow from BH Cosmetics and apply it on the lash line. I didn't want to go for a liner, like a liquid liner or a gel liner look. I wanted it to be like really smoky, so I'm using the same eyeshadow and angled brush to create like a little depth with that shadow right on my lash line, upper lash line. And then I'm using some mascara. This is NYX Doll Eye mascara on my upper and lower lashes both. And of course we are going to go in with some really gorgeous and dramatic and beautiful lashes from Fabulash by Mahek, and I really like their lashes. This is in the style Rapunzel, and look at that, they are so gorgeous. I love it. So moving on to face, I'm going to just finish it off with some color using the NYX Duo Chromatic blush and some contour. I don't want my face to be highlighted, so I'm just going to just warm it up a bit. All my attention has to be on the eyes. So yes, I'm just going to take that shade from Physicians Formula and contour very slightly. Basically I'm just mainly warming up my face rather than contouring. Usual places, hollows of my cheek, forehead, nose and chin. And then using this gorgeous highlighter from Maybelline, I'm going to highlight my cheekbones, Cupid's bow, little bit on my forehead, and of course not forgetting the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose. So I love this highlighter, but sometimes I feel it's like a little glittery, which I'm not very happy about, but the intensity of it is like beautiful, so I love wearing it. And yeah, then I used one of the MAC lipstick which I was not happy, so then I moved on to NYX Soft Matte and applied it on top, but again I was not happy, so then I added a third one from NYX again, and that was much better. And yes, that's exactly what I wanted. So beautifully it is complementing my eye. I love this shade. So yes guys, this brings us to the end of this video, and I know it has been ages that I've uploaded a video on YouTube, but here it is, and I really wanted to come up with a very glamorous look after so long that I'm uploading, and I love the way the whole look is turned out. I hope you guys enjoy it too. And yes, if you are new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe. That would mean world to me. And until next time, I would see you guys very soon. Stay happy and stay super gorgeous. Bye.